click the link in the description right now, man, or you guys could go ahead and use this QR code. Complete the survey and complete all of the deals, and you guys gonna get that $750 into your Cash App account. Answer these little questions. Enter an email. It don't even matter what email you want to use. After you punch your email, go ahead and insert your information. You definitely want them text me reward updates. So if I were you, I would recommend you go ahead and click text me reward updates. Now we here on the survey. Answer all of the questions on the survey. Do you want your $750 to your cash account status emailed to you? You doggone right. Yes, sir. Survey is done. What about the optional offers? We are finished. Let's go ahead and get to the deals to claim your reward. We're going to download something real quick and easy. I think you know what? This is the best match for me. Family Island. We're going to go ahead and start this deal. Let's download it. Let's download this bad boy. That's how we got here. I ended up getting $750. So if y'all want that $750 to y'all Cash App account, all you guys gotta do is go to my link in the description. Click the link in the description and complete the survey, complete the deals. You're gonna be just like your boy, $750 up. Use this QR code or go ahead and click the link in the description. Get y'all some money. Hey, don't skip this video though. Watch this bad boy from the beginning all the way to the end. Y'all already know, man. Let's be 750 up. Hey yo, boogies! What's good, Nelson Gang? Welcome back to another video.
Can I be a part of the intro, babe? Goddamn!
I thought you was gonna say it with me. Like
I never say "Hey yo, boogie." That's your.
But
thing.
I say "Hey yo, boogie," and we say "What's good?" Damn, her car.
What's good, Nelson Gang? Welcome back to another video.
If you guys are new to the channel, stop what y'all doing. Subscribe to the channel right now, or y'all could just kick back and relax and enjoy this video and subscribe. Who's been around? What's popping? What's happening, man? We back with another banger.
What's good, you guys? Okay, so I know y'all saw that title, and I just want to say this is gonna be the last time we speak on this topic. This is
Mama?
This is the complete. After this, we have nothing else to talk about.
You sure, Mama?
Are you sure? Because you don't want to keep opening and closing doors.
Nah. For real, I got my closure though.
You got your closure?
I got my closure.
Okay, so y'all heard it from him. This is the last time we're talking about this shit. And after this, there's not going to be nothing else to talk about. We're going to be done with the situation. Everything about it, all the people involved, done. Completely done.
I told you guys in the next video that I was going to explain to you guys like my reaction, how everything was going. I'm gonna speak on it in this video.
Wait, can I say something? I just want to say I didn't watch the video.
You didn't?
No.
I know, because
I didn't care to watch the video.
Right. You just wanted the babies to have that relationship. With their grandma.
Yeah.
And yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
I tried, but you know, shit happens. All right, come on, let's go.
All right, cool. So after we got to spend time with my mom, they got to spend time with their grandma. A lot of y'all was saying, don't rush or don't force Hannah, Nico, and Royal to hug, anybody if they don't want to hug nobody. Y'all absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I agree.
I agree. So that was my fault on my end. But the relationship did get a whole lot better at the time when we were there over my mom's house. It went by smooth. It was going by real good.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. It was really good vibes. Hannah did take her coat off. She got comfortable. Royal, he was chilling. They knew what he liked to watch. Nico, he was playing with his Uncle Trent. They all had a blast. So everything was just smooth sailing after that. So I was really grateful that the relationship was just going how it was supposed to be going.
Well, that was the first meetup, so of course it was going to go good.
Yeah, the first meetup.
Yeah.
I believe it had to be after I left that day. My mom was saying that she wanted the babies to spend a night. Me and my mom, I'm like, okay, that's cool. We're going to go ahead and try to get this on the road because, for one, we're still in the middle of like trying to house hunt. We still trying to get everything taken care of. And two, I'm at work now, so I'm working mornings and I don't get off until like in the evenings. So now wife, she has to deal with all three of the babies and Mike and Sonny, throughout while I'm at work. So I was trying, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, my mom, she will want to go ahead and pick up the grandbabies, or she will want the grandbabies over there. They can spend the night and stuff, so that way she could get her little break, her quiet, her peace of mind, and all that stuff. But in the midst of all that, as I was telling my mom, yeah, that's cool, that'll be dope, I didn't bring the message over here to my household. So my wife was just out the loop. She felt like she was out the loop. She didn't know nothing about
I
what
was
was going
definitely
on.
out the loop, and I feel like it was a little disrespectful to not include me about my kids.
Right.
Well, about our kids.
Right. So with that being said, that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? So
I blamed you for that too.
Yeah, she blamed me for that, but it was cool though, because we huddled up, we chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? We was politicking about the situation, and we took care of that. We stood on business. So I ended up telling my mom that they can't spend a night because, for one, they always with us. So
well, they don't know her.
Yeah, they don't know my mom. They don't know their grandma like that.
Yeah, and she don't know them. She don't know the things that they like.
She don't know how to take care of them, like when they need to be comfort. So it's like she don't really know my children like how I know them. So if they start crying, she don't know like how to comfort them. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really explain that to her, because the whole time she's thinking, okay, they about to spend a night. I need to know what foods they like to eat, what type of games, toys and stuff that they like. And I'm having this conversation with my mom and not even telling my wife what's really going on. So the whole time, or at the last minute, I'm telling her, all right, pack up their stuff. They're about to go. Wait. Well,
and I'm like, wait? Absolutely not. Because I
that
don't
ain't
even do
happening.
that.
She like, that ain't happening.
And I told him, I said, look, I don't mind them going over there, but they can't spend the night because she don't know how to take care of them. And Rahana got this thing to where when she goes number 2, she wants me to wipe her. So, and it's men over there, not saying that they would do anything to my daughter, but Rahana is gonna come out the bathroom, pants at her ankles, and she's gonna be like, mommy, I'm all done, or she's gonna be looking for somebody to help her clean herself. And I'm sorry, but I'm just that mom. I'm not comfortable with men touching my daughter in that way, especially if she don't know them. I don't even think she would be comfortable with that, because she only wants me to do it.
And I feel like that's all parents too, like especially moms. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think of it like in a deeper situation like that, because I was just thinking like, okay, wife, I'm trying to get these kids away from you so that way you can get your peace and quiet. It was deeper, you know what I'm saying, on a woman's perspectives, because that's how all women think, and men don't think like that. We like, shit, we just want to handle the situation and let bygones be bygones. So that's one of the reasons that we ended up changing our mind about our kids spending the night over there.
I had heard them on the phone. She was saying that make sure that the kids have extra clothes for overnight and stuff, and I'm like, who said they were staying overnight? See, and this is where I was left out the loop, because y'all was making plans with the kids and I didn't know nothing about it, and you didn't even ask me if I was comfortable with that or not. I'm like, who's spending the night? Like, I don't have a problem with them going over there, but it's no spending the night. They have to come home at the end of the night. So I had a conversation with Dom, and I was just like, me and her don't have the best relationship. And I feel like we're moving too fast.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't mind them building a bond with their grandma, because truth be told, the first meetup that they had that y'all seen in the video, that would have never happened without my approval. And once we came back to Kansas City, I told Dom, I said, look, call your mom and like y'all get together so that she can meet the kids, they can see their grandma, because that's literally the only grandparent that would have been active in their life. Because my mom is all the way in Dallas. I really wanted them to have that grandparent relationship. So I did advise Dom to go ahead and call his mom to set up the meet so she can, be in her grandkid's life. And I knew that would have helped her too at the time. I had talked to Dom and I was just like, look, we moving too fast. They can't spend the night. I feel like if they're going to be with her for the full day, first of all, I already had anxiety about that anyways, because she don't know them and they don't know her. But I wanted that relationship, but I just felt like we was going too fast. Everything was moving too fast. So I'm like, okay, they can go over there, but is it going to be a problem if I call her to check on my kids, or if something happened, then I know that she will call me to get in contact with me, because you're going to be at work majority of the day. So he was about to call her, and then she had sent the text message and was like, hey, do the babies have any allergies? And I also needed emergency contact just in case, something happened. And that kind of took me back, because I'm like, we supposed to be like moving towards a better space. Even though I haven't had a conversation with her, I just feel like it was going to be some type of mutual cordial relationship that we will have, just so that she can be there for her grandkids. But it kind of took me back when she said emergency contact, because it kind of seemed like she was just saying like, okay, you're the parent, but like this some school enrollment type shit. Like you need emergency contact, so you can't be mature enough. If you're gonna have somebody children, you can't be mature enough to say, hey, you know, dude, can I get Robin's number just in case something happened, or if I need to get in contact with her, if she want to call and check up on the kids. I feel like her as a woman, why would you ask for an emergency contact instead of being that mature adult? I just feel like we wasn't making no progress. I feel like I feel like I was extending the hand out to her to give her access to my kids, even though I didn't have to, but she was still on that, oh, I don't like her, blah, 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 blah. So Dom ended up calling her, and they had a conversation. He was like, hey, I'm going to be at work majority of the day, and Robin's going to have the business phone. So if you need to get in contact with her, just call this phone. She's going to have the phone. Or if she needs to get in contact with the kids and want to talk to the kids and check up on them, is it okay if she call your phone to check up on the kids?
Yeah.
And she said that wasn't going to be a problem, but you can tell the tone of the conversation had changed. I don't know her, but Dom do know her, and he said that in that moment she started to get like emotional and stuff, because I also said that Rihanna wasn't going to be able to come because she has certain needs that I can give her. Like I can only wipe her butt. I don't want no grown man or no strange woman wiping her, touching all like on her private areas and stuff like that. Like I'm just not comfortable with that. We said Rihanna wasn't gonna go, and it seemed like she had an issue with that. I was just like, you know what, I got bad vibes. It just wasn't a pleasant experience of getting everything in order so that she could have the kids for a full day by herself. So we had a talk, and I was just like, look, I got really bad anxiety about it. Like I'm not comfortable with it yet. I feel like they can go tomorrow, but because this was they was gonna go on his birthday. I was like, they can go tomorrow, but I don't think she should stay with them by herself at this moment. I said, when you get off of work,
yeah,
you can take them over there to see her so she can still spend time with them. So it was just like, she wasn't really losing anything because she was still gonna see them. She was still gonna see them that day, but under his supervision.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm not ready for her to be around my kids
by
herself just yet. Yeah, women know if somebody don't like you for no reason at that. If somebody don't like you, would you let your kids go with them? Like, it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? No matter who it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, people do weird stuff to kids. So I'm not with all that bullshit because I ain't trying to be in jail. This is where the text messages come in play. So after the phone call, me and Dom did have a conversation, and we had came to the mutual agreement that he was going to take the kids after he got off of work, and she was still going to spend time with them. But we had ended up sending her a text message because I think she was at work at the time. We had ended up sending her a text message to make that clear so that she wouldn't be expecting them that morning. And I'm going to tell you exactly what we said to her, and I'm going to try to put it somewhere on the screen so you guys can read it as well. So Dom texted her. He said, hey, mama, I'm going to bring the kids by tomorrow when I get off of work. My wife is not ready for them to be over by themselves just yet. Maybe y'all should come to a mutual respect before we move forward with the kids. She don't want no drama. I don't want no drama, but a lot has happened in the last 9 years, and we need to put it behind us before we get the kids involved. So she didn't respond that night, but she did respond the next day when he was at work, and she said, forget you know me, and please don't darken my porch. I don't want your presence here. I am not your yo-yo. So basically she was mad at the fact that
they couldn't spend the night. But at the same time though, like, I get where my wife is coming from, and I get where my mom is coming from, because my mom, she's looking at it like, these my grandbabies. I feel like I have the right to have her grandbabies, and wife, she feel like she can be able to have her grandbabies, but I need to be around to make sure that everything is going by safe and sound. So my mom got overly emotional. I feel like even after she sent that text message and said basically forget you know me, I feel like even after that message, we was like, okay, we still gonna take them over there, right?
Just because we're trying to push that effort so she can have that relationship with her grandkids, right? Even though that she said that, we wasn't just like, man, you know what, forget her. No, we was like, yeah, she still needs to have that relationship with her grandkids. So no matter what you say, you still gonna see these kids regardless. You can have a problem with me, you can have a problem with him, but at the end of the day, that shouldn't affect your relationship that you have with your grandchildren.
Exactly.
So I got them dressed, I got them all ready to go. and they had went over there. And now I'm gonna let you tell the story because I wasn't there, so I can't really speak on what happened.
All right, cool. So we over there, mind you, this is on my birthday. Really, like, I was supposed to be turning up for my birthday. But anyways, we ended up going to my mom's house, pulled up. Baby's like, yay, we at grandma's house, whoop-de-woo, let's go. I'm like, all right, Nico, go knock on the door. They knocking on the door. It took them like 2 to 5 minutes maybe. Maybe they didn't really think that I was going to show up because I worked, and then I came here, thought I was going to nap and then come later. But no, I just literally came off of work, picked the kids up, and we went shot straight over there. So went over there, knocked on the door. We all coming in. I'm putting Royal down. My mom like, BJ, he's greeting me. My big brother. I'm sorry, BJ, my big brother. He greeting me. What's good, bro? Happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate it. So my mom, this is her. I didn't know y'all was coming. Y'all was still coming over here. What's up, Domo? I'm like, hey, mama, what's going on? Nothing. Maybe 10 seconds after, Domo, we need to go to the kitchen and talk. I said, for sure. So Nico, everybody already greeted each other. Hi, uncles. Hey, grandma. I'm happy. Nico took his clothes off. I mean, his coat, shoes, hat off.
Made himself right at home.
Made himself right at home, watching TV, just chilling. Hannah didn't do it just yet, and Royal, he didn't do it just yet because they eyes was glued to the TV and talking to their uncle. So me and my mom, we in the kitchen talking. She's basically saying that she don't like. She didn't like the fact that I wasn't relaying the message to her, which I told her that was my fault. I apologize about that. She's saying that she didn't like how Robin was on the phone trying to sound like she was trying to get a point across, or I don't know if she's trying to be in control of the situation.
That's not even how the conversation went. Remember when you was on the phone with her, I was like, so ask her, is there going to be a problem if I was to, try to get in contact with my kids? Because I need that reassurance. We got to be clear on that.
Yeah.
If there's going to be a problem, if you got my kids and I can't get in contact with my kids, then that's going to be a problem, because that means now I'm about to come knock on your door. And I told Dom I needed her address too. We got to make sure everything is in a row, because if you got my kids, I don't know your mental state right now.
Right.
You lost your husband. I don't know what is going through your mind right now.
Mm.
And I'm just trying to make sure that we're clear on, and I did I sound hostile? Like,
nah.
I was talking like I'm talking now. And I was talking a little lower because it was late at night. It was like
when we was on the phone talking to her about
it was
that.
like 10 or 11 at night.
Yeah.
So she said, I don't know. It seemed like everything that I say, this lady is she gets so hostile, and she think I'm coming off as hostile with her, but
that wasn't the case.
Was I hostile with her?
No, and I told her in a conversation, I said she wasn't hostile. She couldn't hear you, and she was just trying to get that clarification. That's all that it was. She said, I asked for an emergency contact person. You didn't tell me that the phone number that I have is your business phone number. I'm like, Ma, I told you already. I said, look, this number right here is literally our business phone number. So this is the phone to get in contact with me or get in contact with Robin. She was like, all right, you ain't tell me that, but anyways, whatever. So I'm like, I let that brush off. She felt some type of way because she didn't have control in the situation, to where she felt like whenever she asks for her grandbabies, she's supposed to get them. I'm like, no, Ma, that's not how it's supposed to go. I'm like, that's I didn't relay the message to my wife, so my wife felt like this was the best situation to do. So if you have a problem with that, you have to take that up with my wife. She like, I'm done with this situation. I don't want to argue with no more. I told you already, whatever happened in the past, I forgot about it. I didn't say nothing else when she was being disrespectful when we first had our conversation. I'm like, Mom, she wasn't being disrespectful. She like saying, I'm this old or whatever. I'm at a point in my life where I demand respect. I'm like, Mama,
girl, you have to give respect. See, the problem with the older generation.
Wait. And I told you trying to demand respect. I feel like that's a two-way street. Everybody deserves respect. She was like, no, don't nobody deserve no respect. I'm like, well, then how do you expect to get respect and all this and that? So she didn't see where I was coming from with that.
Imagine.
And then she felt some type of way because I think it was Rahana. She said she didn't like the fact that one of the babies called her Grandma Nene. Mind you, She don't know my kids. She don't know that Hannah like to call Nico Ricos. She like to call Royal Royals, and she don't really know her M words like that. So it's always,
she's still learning how to talk.
She's still learning how to talk. So she felt some type of way that Hannah called her Grandma Nene when I asked her. I said, "Ma, what do you like to be called? Grandma Trina, like TT? What is it? Call me Grandma Mimi." Hannah is still working on trying to pronounce her words, so she automatic assumed that Hannah was calling my mama her sister name
that she's feuding with.
That she's having problems.
Like, what are we, 12? Like, grow up.
She like, I don't like the fact. She was like, she must have had a conversation or something with Nene or whatever, and she's calling my sister Grandma Nene. I'm like, that's. I said, Ma.
I mean, she do talk to her auntie often.
She do talk to her a lot,
but she don't call her Grandma Nene. She call her Auntie Nene.
That's it. Hi, Auntie. I'm Sister Hannah.
Yeah, that's what she called herself.
That's how she greet herself. So she felt some type of way about that. I told her, I'm like, I'm like, Mama, she's still learning how to talk. She like, okay, and your wife, I don't know what type of game she thinks she playing, thinking that she's in control of the situation. I said,
absolutely am.
And I told her, I said, she's my wife. She is in control of this.
What makes you think that I'm not gonna be in control of the kids that I pushed out, lady?
Yeah.
I created these kids in my body. I pushed them out. What makes you think you're gonna have more say so over my kids than me?
Yeah.
What are you smoking?
And I told her that. I'm like, I said, that's my wife. She said, I get it, that's your wife. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, then what is the argument about at this point?
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about, Boogie? Like that's how I was feeling. But I'm like, I keep it cool. So she like,
what you talking about?
What the hell did she say? She was like, as long as she in control of this, I'm not bending over for nobody. I demand respect at this age. I said my respect it works both ways.
Okay, you cannot make this up. Like, you really expect me to just like not be in a picture when you have a conversation about my kids staying at your house?
Yeah.
I'm listen, he's at work all day. I'm the one that take care of my kids. Yeah. I'm the one that homeschool my kids and make sure they have everything that they need. Not saying that you don't do those things, because we do parent together, but I'm saying while you're at work, I'm the one, I'm their mom. I don't have to explain shit to nobody.
Exactly.
I'm literally their mother. What makes you think that you have more say so than me?
That
don't even make sense. You don't even know my kids. This is your first time meeting them.
Mm-hmm. She felt some type of way because the ball was in her court. So she's telling me, you know me, I've raised you for 20 years, and out of nowhere this woman comes swoop you up.
So that's the real reason. These whole almost 10 years that she have liked me for no reason, we finally got the reason on why she didn't like me all this time. Because I merely came into her son's life and swooped him up off his feet and made him fall in love with me, and now he's with me forever. And that's the reason why she real mad. She wasn't ready for you to go.
Yeah, and I told her, I was like, Ma, I'm going to be grown. I'm like, eventually I'm not supposed to live with you forever, Ma. Like, I have to grow, and I have to plant my own seeds and make. She
quite frankly, she don't even know you.
No, she don't.
She don't know the grown man you. She don't know the husband you.
No.
She don't know the father you. She don't know nothing. Her last memories that she have of you is when you were 20 years old.
Yeah, and taking care of me, like doing what am I supposed to do.
Yeah.
Thank you. I didn't discredit. I told her, I'm not discrediting you, the fact that, you took care of me for 20 years. Like, nobody said that, Ma. All I'm saying is now I have a wife, and whatever my wife says
goes.
It goes. Like,
because I'm the boss. You want access to my kids, you gotta go through me.
Like, let me know if ain't nobody ever heard the saying, happy wife, happy life.
Who just willingly give their kids away to somebody who don't like them? Like, I was doing you a favor.
Yeah.
I was helping you out so you can build a relationship with your grandkids. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you think that you're supposed to be in control of everything, she has a control issue.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with her. Like, I feel like she's not even capable enough mentally to even take care of kids.
Yeah.
You want to take care of my kids all day and night, but you don't see. I feel like what's gonna happen is, the minute that you would have took her them kids, she probably would have blocked that number. She would have blocked the number. I wouldn't have had no way to get in contact with her.
You think so?
I know so. She was gonna block that number. She ain't dealt with me. I ain't talked to her in 10 years, almost 10 years. You really think that she was gonna have a conversation after she don't even want to go through me with my kids? She wasn't. If I would have called her phone to check up on my kids, she probably wouldn't even answer.
Right.
I'm so glad I trusted myself. See, I'm really in a new era to where I'm trusting myself. I'm letting God lead me the way. And the fact that I had anxiety over that in my first, I was, hell no. God told me, hell no. Don't see them kids over there, that crazy ass. Like, you ain't never gonna get your kid. That lady's gonna dip out to St. Louis with my kids. She's gonna be somewhere else in the country with my goddamn kids. I don't trust her. She's unpredictable. She's literally so evil. Why you want my kids overnight and you don't even know them? Like, ease into this. You just can't take somebody's kids and then expect for you to just be in control of somebody else's kid. How you want to sit here and try to make it seem like that you, just because you're a grandma and you ain't even been a mother, you're gonna be a grandmother and you ain't been a mother to him. But you want to be a grandmother to them and just X me out the picture.
Yeah.
She like, I got my son's approval. That's all the approval that I need. But lady, I push these kids out. What's wrong with people? Like, are you okay mentally to where you feel like I don't have say so when it comes to my children? You're crazy.
She was talking about, you know me, I've been raising you for 20 years, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, mama, you don't know the married son that you have. You don't know the person that actually doing what he been doing without your help for the last 9 years. Right. So you know your son that you was raising for 20 years, but you don't know this son that has been growing, prospering.
You're literally 30
without your help.
You're 30 now.
At all. She told me that she wanted to forget about what happened, and I told her, I'm like, Ma, I get it. Like, you want to forget about what happened, but it's a lot of flames still out in the air. So she tried to point the finger and was like, your wife started it. I'm like, how did she start it, Ma? And I was asking her, I was trying to get her point of view. She like, you know what happened. I said, to be honest with you, I was 20 years old, Ma. I'm 30 now. I don't know what happened. It's all a blur. She like, it's not a blur. You remember. I'm like, how the hell you gonna tell? I'm like, I'm trying to keep it cool at the same time because I'm trying to talk to her as her son and not a mug off the street. Because I would have like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? But I had to keep it cool. I'm like, Ma, I don't remember. It was all a blur. Like, it didn't happen to me. But I guarantee you, she remembers everything what happened. I can tell you and I know for a fact you know what happened. But the fact that she kept saying that she forgot about it and how it's all started with Rah being disrespectful. I'm like, how, Ma? Like, I don't get it. That's why I told her, y'all two need to have this conversation.
We've been set up for years, even after I had Rihanna.
Even before my dad passed away.
Yes,
like,
even after Rihanna. She wanted to be a part of Rihanna's life.
Yeah.
And I said, look, you can meet the kids, but we have to talk. Like, you just can't be around my kids and give them that bad energy. If you want to be around my kids, we have to have a conversation. We don't have to be friends. You don't have to treat me like your daughter. We don't have to kick it and all that. No, all I want to do is talk to you, come to a mutual respect like adults.
Let it be respect.
Let it be respectful on both ends. At the end of the day, that's it. We can't move forward if somebody still got bad blood. If you got a problem with me, we can't move forward. If I got a problem with you, we can't move forward. At the end of the day, we're talking about my kids. So if you want to be a part of their life, of course you're gonna have to bend. Yeah. You're gonna have to bend whether me and you are at odds or not, because these are not your children and you don't have control.
Because if you don't want to be cordial, somebody is going to lose out and it turns out that my mom ended up losing out because this is something that she wanted, because she told me that my dad had the time or the opportunity.
She's jealous
to be able to spend that time with Nico and Hannah.
She's jealous because he got to experience the kids and she didn't.
Yeah. So she started getting disrespectful, talking about maybe your wife's mom didn't do a good job raising her. I'm like, watch your mouth. I'm like, that's my wife you talking about. So she like still trying to keep going. I'm like, watch your mouth, mama. That's my wife. And she said, I don't want to deal with this. I'm tired of getting treated like a yo-yo. So with that,
how do you treat her like a yo-yo?
I don't know. And it was crazy because she blocked me even before we came here. Like, she blocked me before. And I didn't even know that she blocked
him I remember that. When
Back
we
in
was at
Houston.
the old house.
Yes, back in
She
Houston.
blocked him because he didn't respond to her text message fast enough.
Yeah.
So she got mad and said, hey, just stay out of my life, blah, 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 and blocked him. You literally can't make this up.
Mind you, it's the business phone, and on top of that, it's a game that Nico like to be.
Nico always have that
Nico
phone.
always have that phone, so I never had the phone in my possession. So
Right.
I didn't know if I had text messages or phone calls until we finally get the phone in our possession.
Because we only use that phone when we handling business.
That's it. When we standing on business, that's it. So with that being said, she told me, she was like, "Look, you're no longer welcome over here. With that being said, you got to go." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And that's how I said, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." So I said, "So does that mean my kids not welcome over here either?" She was like, "No, they're not welcome over here either. Y'all got to go right now." I was like, "Shit, all right." I was like, "All right, hey, Nico, Hannah, Royal, come on, let's go." BJ, he like spending time with him. The whole time me and my mom in the kitchen having a conversation, he's spending time hanging out with his niece and nephews. Having a fucking blast. I'm hollering, it's time to go. Let's roll. What? Y'all gotta go already? Yeah, bro, we gotta go. He like, damn, that's messed up. We ended up getting up out of there. And with that being said,
Oh, you didn't even tell them that she tried to escort Nico out the house.
oh yeah, because he was still. I'm telling Nico, come on, let's go. Let's put your coat on, put your shoes on and stuff. She like, come on, Nico, you gotta go. I'm like, I'm like, don't do that. I'm like, you ain't gotta do that. It's my kids. I'm getting my kids ready.
This is exactly why. This is exactly why I said they couldn't go over there, because the fact that you will put them out, you will let a situation as small as that, as small as him not letting the kids come over there for a full day and spend the night, you will let that get in the way of your relationship with them, and then you would try to escort your grandson out. If she would have put her hands on my son, it was gonna be a problem.
She wasn't gonna do that.
Okay, it's one thing to say get out, it's another thing to put him out. Don't touch my kid, let him get out on his own. Anywho, I just knew that it wasn't genuine. I just felt like deep in my heart that there was some type of evilness behind it. Like, I listen, I didn't know what she was trying to do with them, but it just seemed like she just wanted them.
It was being forced.
It was definitely being forced, and she was definitely trying to force herself on the kids too, because Hannah wasn't even with all that. It just didn't seem genuine. I just feel like she wanted to fill a void of Dom's dad passing, which is okay, but I feel like the way that she went about it was wrong. A person that have genuine intentions is not gonna sit here and let a small situation like that determine on how you're gonna move forward with your
Yeah,
grandkids.
or say some shit like, I ain't bending over for nobody. Like,
Okay, you bend over for your job, you bend over for everything in life, but you can't bend over when it comes to your grandkids.
Or my wife say something.
Like just because you are the grandma, don't mean that you're entitled.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her entitlement is crazy.
Yeah. At first, I was upset because I'm like, damn, like the first night of us leaving my mom's house, almost every single day when we was getting out the house to go somewhere, the babies, ooh, come on, kid, come on, Nico, come on, Royals, let's put on coat and hat. We going to grandma's house, and now they got this bond now with their grandma, not even knowing that fucking grandma kicked y'all out and saying y'all no longer welcome. Like, that really just, like, now I think about it, it fucks with my heart, because, and that's why we are always so close to each other, and like, we don't really be wanting to with nobody at all.
Yes, that's why our family literally just stays together. It just be us and our kids, because we just don't be having time for the people coming in and out. Yeah, like, I feel like she was kind of toying with them. Like, I feel like a part of her wanted to be a part of their life, but then it was another part of her that couldn't let go of what me and her got going on. So she's not only taking it out on you, but she took it out on the kids too. And that's exactly why I didn't trust her intentions. Yeah. And I didn't let my kids go over there unsupervised, because this lady clearly has mental problems, so she could think of something that had went on in the last 9 years, and she could just be mean to my kids for no reason, and ain't nobody there to stop her. Mm-hmm. I'm just so glad that I did not allow that, because then my kids will have an attachment to somebody that don't really fuck with them. Yeah.
Honestly, I got the closure that I needed out of that situation.
I did too.
I really pray for my mama genuinely. Like, I really hope she finds some type of peace within herself. Whatever she's going through, like, I really pray for her dearly. But she's no longer at all meeting or seeing my kids for some after that shit. Like
she's
that
never
really,
she can never come close to my kids again ever.
no. So like if she was to ever ask, no Trina.
Like she said, forget you know her. We're gonna forget we know her.
And we can do that.
We're gonna do exactly that.
We
We're
can
gonna
do that
forget
a
you.
whole lot better than she can. I guarantee you that. But it's all love though. Like
No, it's not.
No, like as in the babies, they still got they love from their uncles.
It's just sad that they don't really have any active grandparents.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
sucks.
so sad.
But look on the brighter side. We only 4 hours away now from they great grandpa.
Auntie and Auntie Nene, and they really love Auntie Nene. So maybe she will be grandma now. You never know. That's petty. Oh my God, that's so petty.
You just throw shots. A big shot there.
Maybe they will look at Auntie Nene as Grandma Nene from now on. You know, shoot. It depends on what they want, but they know genuine when they feel it.
Definitely crazy because I remember the first time that Nico and Hannah met Auntie Nene. They ran into her arms. Like you didn't have to force it. Didn't have to force it, and we was out and about. You know what I'm saying? Like they went to go see them.
Even when you on the phone with her, they always talking to her. They have conversations with her.
Yeah.
Hannah was just like, no, I don't want to give her a hug. Yeah. She was not messing with your mama. Yeah. Because they know, like a lot of people in the comments was like, people, like kids can sense that better than we can. And she knew what was up.
I was really looking forward to them babies being able to spend time with their grandma and stuff like that.
They can spend time with their uncles for sure. Yeah. Now that sister, she's questionable because I feel like she was the one leaving the bad comments on our channel.
You still think so?
Oh, absolutely. I did my research. I know it was her.
But now you guys listen, man, that's gonna be the end of this video.
The camera about to die.
It's definitely.
We love you guys. Turn on your post notifications, and we will see you guys in our next video.
Peace.